Hey guys, it's Maymay and my trusty sidekick.
Oh, Vinny's here.
And my other trusty sidekick.
Hello, y'all.
She's at her new desk. Look at her cute little buffalo check desk. It's so cute behind me. How is everybody today? I had a little bit of time to get in the chat before the show, which never happens because I'm always stressing, but I was able to today. So that was fun. We're going to do something today that is DIY woodcraft inspired, and we're going to see if it works. And if it does work, if it looks good, I'm going to be surprised. So we'll see what happens. That's why I said if this works, I'll be shocked. That's what the thumbnail said. So check it out. I'm going to take these pieces right here, which are 4" by 7/8 inch. There's, gosh, my camera's way up here today. They are just white cardstock that I've cut. I'm yelling. Why am I yelling? White cardstock that I have cut down 4 to 7/8. Then I took my 1" circle punch and I made 6 little heads. That's what they are. They're heads. Trust me. They will be heads. And you guys have probably seen this crap before all over the place. It's where you take the little wood blocks and the little round, like, circles, beads, and make heads out of them. We're going to try to do that. I think it'll be cute. So the first thing I'm going to do is with these pieces, I'm going to take my corner rounder, and now I'm going to corner round them 1/4 inch on 2 corners, only at the top. We're not worried about the bottom because we're probably going to trim some of that off. Is that heater getting to y'all? Do y'all hear my heater? It's cold here today. We've got the heater running and it kind of squeals as it oscillates. So it's just what it is.
We might have to grease it.
So I'm going to corner around all of these guys. It might need greasing. That's not unusual around here. Doors, stalls, everything needs greasing. So I'm going to get all these done.
WD-40.
Miss Joan, go to the head of the class. Yep, we're going to do that. We're going to work on those heads in a second. So here's my little bodies, okay? Now I'm going to take some distress ink. Now you can distress as much as you want. You can just do the edges like this. I'm not going to worry about the bottom because I am going to be cutting that off. I'll have to come back and do that when we finish. But you can do just this here, okay? Or if you want to, you can come through and kind of do like little streakies. I'll hold it up where you can see it. Just by rubbing your blending brush or blending tool on there. Why is that not focusing? Hello. Focus. I may have messed up focus. But it just puts little like ink streaks on there if you want to do that because, like I said, they're DIY woodcraft inspired. You don't have to do it. I just think it looks kind of cute. Just kind of looks like that woodcraft. So I have to distress all of these. I should have thought this out. I should have done this before the show. Maybe not.
It don't take you long.
Talk amongst yourselves.
You're halfway there.
You're halfway there.
Everybody's talking about their snow.
Yeah, I was reading everybody's temperatures. Oh my goodness. Who was it said my temperature says 4? Oh my gosh. 4.
That's cold.
4. Have we ever been like in our waking hours that cold here? I don't know that we've ever been in our sleeping hours that cold here. 4 degrees.
I don't think so. I mean,
so
I know it's been single digits, but I don't believe it's been, I don't remember anyway it being 4 degrees.
I'm glad Miss Jones said streaking like greased lightning. I said add streakies.
I mean, it's supposed to be 24 here in the morning. That's pretty cold for Bama.
24, you said? Yeah, that's what we said a while ago, wasn't it? All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of messy on here. A little bit. Just like that. Just because I don't want them to be like solid white. Some of these guys have got like some ink that fell on them as I was, some of my tool is super old, so it's like falling apart. Like little pieces are falling off. That's fine. Excuse me? Was minus 13? My goodness.
That's cold.
I follow a girl. She is a Hutterite. I don't know if any of you guys are Hutterites. I didn't even know this was, I did not know about Hutterites until YouTube put it in my feed and I started watching her. And she's in Canada, Manitoba even. And their temperature, she went for a walk. I'm also distressing the little heads. She went for a walk with her dog the other day and she was like, it's minus 23, but that's really not that bad. And I'm like, what? What's bad? That's what I want to say.
Seriously.
If minus 23.
Our wind chill is supposed to be about 10 degrees in the morning.
So,
we need to remember that when we're out early in the morning there, Shannon.
Yeah, I'll have the heat seat warm for you.
Thank you.
wash my warm clothes tonight.
Okay, inked everything, including my fingers. Ain't that how it goes?
Yeah,
that how
that's
it
how
goes?
ink goes when I do it.
That's how it goes. So I probably should have used a wet wipe, but we'll use this clean, impeccably clean towel.
You might want to take that home and throw it in the wash machine, or you could just drop it in that trash can. And
I
get
think
you
we could
another
just
one.
frame it. Look,
It is very artsy fartsy.
couldn't it just be a piece of art? This end especially, y'all can't even see. Hold on. Look how artsy this is. I say we
Wow.
frame it and hang it in our new studio. Yeah. The blue throws it. If it was buffalo check, oh well, you're done. Okay.
Yeah, it can't be in here without buffalo check.
Now what we're going to do is attach their heads to their bodies. We're going to do that with some art glitter glue, which I have right here. And here's how we're going to do it. We're going to put a tiny dot of glue at the top. And then on the inked up side, making sure the distressed side is facing forward, we're going to glue these guys together like this. Now, bless you.
me.
You have options. If you do him like this, he looks like he's got a head, right? If you do him the other way, Shannon and I discovered, looks like he's wearing a turtleneck. So you decide which way you want to do it. We wanted him to look like he's got a head. So that's what we did. Sign it and frame it. It is a work of art that I've done over the years. Took a lot of love for that, not years, months, because I never get rid of them. Put a whittle dot, add a whittle head to the top. So if you want turtlenecks, just put him behind it. Polar, what did that say?
Polar vortex.
A polar vortex.
One year they had a polar vortex where it reached -60, which is -76 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's cold.
Can you even stand in that? Can you even get in that? I've never, ever heard of such. It does kind of look like an old-fashioned clothespin. You guys have probably seen these. I mean, this is going to be very similar to what they make on Pinterest because that's where I saw this from, was on Pinterest. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to treat this kind of like a little choir of people. They're not going to be singing, but kind of like that, okay? So you want to start with one little guy. And I'm just going to run some glue up his side, really close to the edge, something like this, okay? Then I'm going to take a little neighbor, one of his neighbors, and I'm going to drop it down a little bit. They can overlap. Their heads can overlap. They can be underneath each other, ever how you want to do it. Okay, this is your choir. Your choir of friends. Then I'm going to come back here and do the same thing. And we're going to line these people up. Now, one thing I want to make sure of, I'll have to do this in just a second. I'll show you. I'm going to bring this guy up a little higher. I want this to be, let me show you on my card base. I'm going to use an A2 card base. I want this to go pretty high. See how tall this guy is? I don't want to leave a whole lot of gap up here at the top. So I want him to go pretty high. So this is probably going to be the one that is my height, that guides my height, if that makes sense. So I'm going to keep working around him. So I don't want them to be like rise and fall, rise and fall. I want them to be lots of different heights. Does that make sense? Like I'm not trying to make them perfect. So like this guy's going to be a little bit shorter, but not super shorter. Just slightly shorter than his neighbor. You see there? And then we're just going to keep going. Now the other thing I want to do, I'll show you here. Don't want you kind of like that, I think so. I don't want you even. So I'm going to move him up a little bit. All right, so if this is my tallest guy, okay, I'm going to add this guy to this side. And I might bring him, I don't know, he might need to be, see, down makes him feel too perfect. So I'm going to bring him like, maybe like that. I don't know if I like that. Not so tall. He could be behind. The other two people are in front. But if I put him in front, I feel like everybody looks the same. Where does he go? Right there, doesn't he?
Take him to the other side.
Well, if I put him here, he looks okay. Let's go there. That looks pretty good, right? So
Yeah.
he'll just move over a little bit. That'll be fine. So just play around. That's what I'm doing. The first set I did turned out pretty cute, but I only did 4. But for this A2 card, I decided it needed 6. Again, I don't want matchy-matchy. I don't want everybody the same height. But you could do that. It would be cute too. It would be cute also. Let's drop this down a little tiny bit.
So I Googled, and the coldest Alabama has ever been was in 1966 in Madison County. It was minus 27 degrees.
Wow.
It was minus 4 in Birmingham, 13 degrees in Mobile.
So we have been minus 4 before.
Yep.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut the bottoms off of this little guy, of these little guys.
What
Even
year was
with
that?
one I picked
66?
as my tall one.
66.
Remember I told you I left one as tall as I wanted it to be? So I'm going to cut these off. And then I'm going to bring this guy. I got to show y'all something too, because I realized this when I was making these. If you want shiplap, look. You could do the coolest shiplap background. Why have I never done that? If you just,
Oh, that is
I need to do
cute.
that. That would be cute, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
that's a good hack.
But aren't they cute? It would be a great hack. I need to film that video. So, now I want to pick this up, but my fingers don't want to do it. All right, I'm going to use my little, what are we calling this guy?
What guy?
Football bone folder.
He does kind of look like the football that the kids played at the restaurant.
And then was it an ergonomic?
I think he's an ergonomic bone folder. I don't know. So I'm
No,
using
it's
a
a
black
football.
card base. And, oh, I don't want to put them on there yet. I got to show you this other thing when you're going to do this other thing. Okay. So, let us, this is going to be cute.
This
So-
other thing. This other thing.
So when I saw these on Pinterest made out of wood, they had twine wrapped around them like this with a little heart. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to wrap it with this little baker's twine, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the back, and I brought my Scotch tape over. I'm going to bring this little guy in, and watch. I'm going to start it a little high on one side, and just tape that down. That'll never show, okay? I'm going to give myself some twine. Squeegee folder. It does look like a squeegee folder. All right, and then I'm going to cross them over like this, okay? Then I'm going to come underneath and cross. I'm going to make an X first. And don't worry, they'll be cute. They won't look like I've just bound them together. They won't look like the duck we kidnapped from Amber's desk.
What are you talking about?
I mean, Shannon kidnapped. I should say that
What are
right.
you talking about? Everybody knows Sylvia did that.
Sylvia did do it. Okay, Sylvia
had
had
all the
nothing to.
supplies.
So sad she did have the supplies. So that's what I want. I want it to look like this, okay? Then I'm going to take my scissors. I'm going to cut that twine in the back. And then I'm going to tape it again just to hold it in place. Just like that. So this is what we have on the front. Isn't that cute? So a lot of times I try to like make this look kind of messy. I just decided I'm not going to do that. I wanted it to look on purposely done like that, okay? So now let's make another little piece. Let me put my glue back in, my pen back in my glue. All right, so now let's make another piece. I need to go to Ben. Hello, Ben. Perfect.
Someone asked what is shiplap. To me, it's just like paneling, right?
Like old-timey wood paneling. It's all the rage on the Magnolia Network. By the way, did y'all know that's the new name now?
Yes.
The DIY Network is now the Magnolia Network. I'm going to be using, I should slide this over, y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm going to be using the stamp from, let me show you the stamp set. From this stamp set. The one we just released called Always Love. And I'm using the cheetah one. I thought about the cow one, but the cow doesn't fit this. The cheetah kind of works for everything, so I'm going to use that. So I stamped that little heart, and I'm using that same craft color paper that I used for their head. You don't have to. I wasn't going to, but I just think it looks better. Just, oh, like a Christmas choir. That is cute. Now I'm going to cut this out. Now I'm going to cut it out right to the black and not leave a border. If you don't want to cut this out, if fussy cutting's not your thing, you can use the free SVGs that come with all my stamp sets and cut this out on any of your cutting machines. On your Cricut, on your Silhouette, on your Scan and Cut, whatever you got.
Oh, do you have time for me to ask a question?
I do. I heard your mouth open.
Trent said, are alcohol markers the best to use to color butcher string?
I would think so. Because you don't want to use anything water soluble because if it gets wet, it's going to bleed. Wouldn't you think, Shannon? I would think so.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, because if you're going to put it tight on something, or if it were to get wet in the rain or whatever,
All I
I
can
don't
think about is the big old mess that I would make trying to color string.
No, I'll show you. You want me to show you? I got a tip for you. Where's, I don't think I have a marker here. If you want to hand me a marker, I will show y'all a tip. And I'll tell you why I know this, which you'll crack up about. Okay, scrap piece of paper.
What color do you want your fingers to be today?
It won't be a watch. I'm going to show you. I'll take this one, whatever this is.
Blue.
All right, I'm going to use the not bullet. I'm going to use the chisel tip, okay? Now, this is baker's twine, so it's thick. If it was string, it's easy. So you put this down like so, okay? And you pull your string through. And if you go slow, it bleeds in. You're not going to be coloring that much. So I got one side, turn it over, do it again. Isn't that cool?
Yes.
You want to know how I know? See? That's how I do it. And then you only have that, and you don't have it on you. Maybe a little bit right there, but that might be, I don't know what that is. So, Josh's wedding, Jared's wedding. I had to hem their pants. And I went into my thread stash and didn't have gray. This literally happened, did not have gray. And I was like, I've got all this white. Surely I'm crafty enough to turn this thread gray. And I went, wait a minute, I have all these alcohol markers. So I went to my stash and I got a big old long piece of thread and I did it just like that with a gray alcohol marker, and then I hemmed their pants and no one ever knew. No one ever knew.
Cool.
So that's how I learned that. Necessity.
Yeah.
Necessity. It is the mother of invention. Where'd it go? There he is. Pokey tool. All right, this little heart, I'm going to put some foam squares on. One at the bottom. Kathy said I got so frustrated yesterday trying to get my SVGs to go to my Dropbox. Are you doing it on your iPad, Kathy? All right, so now I'm going to put those foam squares around this little piece and stick them down onto the little people. So the little heart is holding them together. Isn't it cute? I love that. Okay, and then I'm going to glue this down. Now they're going to hang over a little bit, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. This may work, y'all. This may work. Oh, I got to foam this too because of the string, because I used that thick baker's twine. The reason I say it may work is we tested it, but we didn't finish it. We tested it in different colors and different sizes and different cardstocks, and so we didn't finish it. So I think it's going to work, but I'm not going to promise. We'll see. Are y'all thinking this is going to work? Is this going to be something we want to do in the future? Shannon thinks, she's like, I think it works.
I think they're cute.
Yeah.
Seems like it's going to.
G. Wilkins said, wow, that tip would have helped me so much over the years. You know, you just have to, you get creative, right? You just go, how do I do this? How do I do it? Y'all, there's a new show y'all need to watch. Vince, tell them. Our new date night show.
The Next Level Chef.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Next Level Chef with Gordon Ramsay. Y'all, it's something else. It's a new innovative cooking competition. And it's like, it's different. And every week is different. It's really cool, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh no, I have messed up.
Oh, you can't cut it.
But the good news is I'm barely hanging over, so I'm not going to stress about that. That'll fit in an envelope. But when you make this, since I have not made this completely, this is the first time, squeeze your little people in enough that they fit, because you can't cut it because of my string. I forgot. But that's okay. Like I said, if this works, it's a miracle anyway. So there we go.
It's adorbs.
It's good. It's cute. All right, I'm going to take my corner rounder, and I want to soften the top. So I'm going to use the 1/4 of an inch, not the 1/2 inch this time. I just want to soften that little black edge. I actually like it hanging off, so it might be cute to do your card a little tiny smaller. You know?
Yeah, a little tiny smaller.
A little tiny smaller. Now let's do inside. All right.
Never mind.
I'm going to let you go with it because I trust you. When you say never mind, we never mind it. Right?
Well, I just. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to make for myself a little white piece to go inside because I used a black card base, and you won't be able to see my stamping if I don't. So I'm going to do that. Like so.
Newmarket, Alabama.
Where's Newmarket?
It's up
Madison County.
toward Huntsville.
Huntsville.
I
How
did
did
a
you
rev-
know that?
I did a
Because
revival
I did the 1966
at Newmarket
thing.
in
I Googled it earlier.
1983,
You did a revival in 1983 in Newmarket?
Alabama, yeah. A youth revival.
All right. So,
What size circles did you use for the heads?
1 inch. I tried 3/4 inch, but they were too small. They looked like
Please tell them.
they look like that character from Men in Black when his head shrinks. You know what I'm talking about?
The little
Oh.
alien.
The little alien. I think this is the most perfect sentiment for this. There's a bug. Vince,
What?
he's attacking my show.
Kill him.
It's a little tiny biter.
Now the towel.
Did
goes
y'all
in.
see how
Yes.
brave I was? That towel's gone.
I mean, it's history now for sure.
Did y'all see how brave I was just then? That ain't like Maymay. Usually Maymay would get up and run. Yeah, if you want them to be angels, she said you need to put glitter halos. I didn't really want them to look like angels. I just wanted them to look like people. The color I chose really leans toward angels, though. Can I bring this to me and do it so it'll be kind of straight? Yeah. Okay. Love binds us in perfect unity. I think that's cute with that, y'all. We'll play on words. Love binds us, and they got rope.
Oh, look at you.
Wouldn't the preacher want to do that? Tie all his congregation up and lasso them?
I don't know.
Yeah.
The music minister might.
We talked about music ministers at lunch.
No, you talked about me at lunch. Just be honest.
No, you're not alone.
You trashed me.
All music ministers do what we said you do.
Trash you.
We
That's
love you.
taking
We
it a
wouldn't
little
trash you.
far.
This needs something.
We love you and we want to bind you in perfect unity.
We want to wrap baker's twine around you all the
Gemma, I was 20 in '83, but thanks.
Hey,
What?
I was 2.
She said, I was born in '83.
I was 2. That makes you feel better.
My brother was 1. No. Which one? Billy told me he's a year different than you.
Well, I was born in 81.
He was born in 80, so he's older.
Heidi, the Stamp Club reveal will be at 3 p.m. today.
I like this.
Very pretty.
I like it a lot.
It's okay, Gemma. I you know.
He's not.
I'm
He's
okay
not
with my
upset
age.
about it. No, he was just teasing. We don't care about age. The love has Miss Joan in stitches. Do y'all not love this love? Is
Yes,
it
I
not the
love
greatest?
that
I need to show y'all the stamp set if you hadn't seen it. Love it. This stamp set is called. Did I already show this? I did, didn't I? But I like it. I love it. I loves it. Because it
loves
says
it.
loves. And you can use all the little
Loves.
all the little sentiments around it. I love it, love it, love it. But look how cute that is in there. So you on the front it looks like this. And you open it up, it says, love binds us in perfect unity. It's a cute idea, right? I would send this, I would make these for all my Sunday school members. The choir, this would be perfect to send out to choir members. Who else would you send it to? Sunday school teachers in the church, youth pastors. You know, hey, do I want to round these little corners?
John said you need to, no, I'm sorry, Terrence said you need to distress it.
The inside? I don't know. You can. The reason I didn't is because sometimes on this really stark white, that so much white I put in here, sometimes it can look a little dirty. You know what I'm saying? Because the black is so stark and I really can't distress the black. Does that make sense? If I can make the black distressed, then it would kind of work for me. But listen, you do you. I will not judge. Y'all do you. Oh, that's so cute. Anyway, I love it. I think it turned out really, really cute. I'm surprised. Shannon, what do you think? This would make a cute easel card.
Yeah.
Yeah, to have them stand up and then have that down here. That would have been cute, wouldn't
I
it?
still want to make my family.
Your whole
Cute.
family?
Well, just it'd be cute to do okay, that would be a cute Christmas ornament. How they do the family ornaments and do everybody and then write their names on them.
You know what else would be cute? If you're a scrapbooker, if you had like a family function and you made this whole little bit down the bottom and then you put all their little names on or something, that would be so cute.
Yeah.
A team photo and do it in team colors. You guys are so smart.
I like to make a Blake, me, and Noah. Although Noah's about as tall as me, so they might get confused. as to
Okay,
which one's
listen
me
though.
and which one's
If you
Noah.
did a, that's true. If you did a Blake, you and Noah and made it your Christmas cards, is that what you were saying?
That'd be cute.
Like Merry Christmas from our home to yours? Oh,
Pretty cute.
Cuteness.
and if you're really extra, okay,
You'll save them and not send them out.
whoever you send them to, you would do their family on the inside.
Oh, that's
That would be cute. Like, and you wouldn't have to do it for
So,
everybody.
like,
If you send it
4
to your
people are getting
parents,
cards.
yeah, right. 4 people get a card. Like the 3 of you on the front. If you send it to your parents, it's them on the inside. Wouldn't it be cute? And if they have like some distinguishing feature, like your dad wears a hat a lot,
Oh,
put a little
yes.
hat on it.
He's a very
That'd be
hatsy
cute, wouldn't it?
person. Yeah.
If your mom wears necklaces, put it. Y'all, it's a cute idea. I think there's a lot we can do with this.
Brooke Caldwell wants to know if you can restock Maymay's Crafty Friends.
Didn't it go to the vault?
I'm thinking maybe so.
If it went to the vault, no, but I think it did go
It's
to the
not
vault.
on my list of reorders that I just did.
Yeah, so I think it's in the vault. It might come back or something new will come back. But we may still have it.
Yeah, Tamitha said that one is now in the vault.
Yeah, I'm
They
pretty sure
do
it's
look
about
like
this
willow
size.
tree figures. I never saw that. I never thought about that. Literally, I found these on Pinterest. They were like little wood blocks that people make out of 1x1. They're 1x1 pieces of wood cut to a certain height. Then they have a bead on top or something like that. The bodies started, somebody just asked what size are the bodies. The bodies started at 4 inches by 7/8 because I didn't want to do an inch and I didn't want to do 3/4, so I went 7/8. So the bodies were 4 by 7/8, and then when I glued them together, I just trimmed the bottom off, and the heads are 1 inch. Is it sold out in the vault, Tamitha?
It is sold out. We don't have any.
But I tell you what, if you'll call in, if
We
they're
don't have any.
not even
They
a
were searching
placeholder.
for them the other day.
Oh, were they?
I
Okay.
think. Yeah. That's the one I
Perfect.
think you had the last one in here and we sent it off.
Oh, y'all took mine too.
No, not yours. When
Okay.
we showed them in the live last week.
Okay, I got you. I love the love stamp set too. Vince, there's a question for you. Miss Elsie has a question.
It will be in soon, I hope.
Soon, you hope. When she says full size, I think she means not the biggest one.
No, we don't sell the biggest
Yeah.
one.
Oh, I wanted to show y'all something else. I wanted to show y'all the heart in a different color. Where'd I put that heart? I made a heart when I was going to do it in color. Oh, where'd I put it? I just saw it a second ago. There it is. You could, look at this. Okay. So this little heart, I had a piece of, you know the Mente books? The Mente background books? The front of the book has all of the colors in a line, and it's cardstock. So, like you can see, I used it. This is like the cover of the book. I used it to stamp the little cheetah on. And look, if you wanted to do color. So, like if your choir wore certain color choir robes, or if your team had certain, you can match it. Or if it was a team, put a baseball, softball. Come on. Too cute. Okay. So, okay. So I have it's only, we did so good. It's 1:30. We did it. We have something fun in the after show. So we're going to be doing a taste test. And I don't know who else coming in. Because I said, if you want to come in, come in. So we'll see who all shows up. So if you want to come back for the after show, you'll get to see us. I will need a couple minutes between shows because I need to change the camera so you guys can see everybody. But we're going to be doing a taste test. I've got a couple things to show you from across the miles. A couple things to tell you as far as updates. And then we're going to do the taste test. And I think you'll enjoy it. So come back to that. So if Tamitha will link the after show in here. Thank you guys so much for the break you allowed me to have. The first video went back on Tuesday, and you guys really enjoyed it too. I was really glad that you did. But we enjoyed our holiday break. Thank y'all for the break you let my staff have. So some people I don't think realize that we did take time off for Christmas. But part of that is because even though I tell people to take time off, they still work from home and I don't know it. So like some of y'all probably got emails answered up to a certain point when you weren't supposed to be. And Amber. Did you see her look away like it wasn't her? So some of you probably didn't realize it, but the staff took off too, and we just really had a good break. It was nice. So, all right, there's the link to the after show. I'm going to turn this one off. Go on over there and start chatting in the after show. Click on that link, go in the chat. give us just a second to set up, bring in chairs, and get the staff in, and we'll be right back with you. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you in the next show. Bye now.